When you play a Call of Duty game, there's always one thing that always comes in mind to me, and that is being able to unlock extra custom classes, so you can obviously hold more weapons more than once. Now in Modern Warfare, they did implement a feature where you can go into your custom classes and completely edit them in the middle of a match, but honestly, let's be honest here, that's cool and all, but I like to have more than just 5 weapons at a time. I don't want to have to completely switch weapons out every single time I want a new gun. And there are so many weapons in this game, and so many different attachments that you need to unlock for each weapon, that you honestly want to grind all the weapons out. You want to see how much potential each gun has, all the attachments that you can actually put on them. Now don't get me wrong, it's not completely impossible to switch out your guns mid-game. You can always stash your guns or your favorite mods in the armory and then quickly just switch them out throughout the match. And the way that you do this is simply by going to your gunsmith, going to save a custom mod. Then you just have to rename it to whatever you possibly want it to be, and then you just save it. And then anytime that you want to switch out, you will always have those exact attachments, and I believe the skin as well for that class setup. I'm extremely happy with that feature, because if they didn't implement that into the game, let's be honest here, making custom classes would be absolutely awful. And actually, I didn't even know about this feature until not too long ago. So I've been struggling by remaking all my classes over and over and over again every time I want to make a new weapon. You can only imagine how insane I was actually going by dealing with all of that stuff. So I'm so happy that they did implement this into the game. But it just doesn't feel right to me. And it might sound weird, but it just doesn't feel good in a Call of Duty game not being able to earn my extra custom classes. They completely took the prestige system out of this game, something that was iconic in every single Call of Duty title. It was always a prestige system, and you were always getting extra custom classes so you can hold more guns to play with. But for some reason, they stripped that prestige system out of this game. They added in just maxing out at 155, and there will be seasons. Don't get me wrong, you don't just stop at 155, they're going to add seasons in. But at the moment, there's no season, so I'm still grinding. I think I'm like 153 at the moment, but still, even while you're grinding up to 153, I have no extra custom classes. They didn't give me anything for ranking up. The only things that you really earn are the achievements that you grind through, whether you're grinding through specific attachments with weapons, or you want to get camos, or you go into the, I think the armory, not the armory, it's something in the barracks where you can see other challenges that you can complete for different gun skins, which are completely useless if I'm going to be honest at the moment. It's cool that they're doing that, but let's be honest, I can create much better, variants of those weapons than the one that they're offering you for all your time. But you do get cool calling cards by doing those challenges as well. So yes, there is content in the game. But, grinding up to 155, there really wasn't anything to do. No prestiging, no extra custom classes. It just feels like a waste of time. Because the only thing that you can do is mess around with those extra challenges that you get when you hit, I forget what level it is, maybe 55 or something, those extra prestige challenges that give you badges that nobody can see. It's a really strange concept, I'm not gonna lie. It seems almost like a waste of time for the whole ranking up system. I really do hope that the seasons bring something good out of ranking, because I don't know, ranking was always something serious with me in Call of Duty. Other titles like Rainbow Six Siege or Battlefield, I never really cared for the ranking system. It was there, but I feel like I was just there for the gameplay for the majority of the time. But with Call of Duty, one of the fun factors of it is the grind. The long, sensational grind. And not every year you made it to max rank, but you still try to put in the hours and put in the time to get to that max rank. But you don't really feel rewarded for doing so in Modern Warfare. Every year it always seems like Call of Duty is taking a step in the right direction. But then they always do something later on that just completely pulls back on the progress of the title. And then they have to continue to work on it, to perfect it. And they have to wait until the end of the cycle until it's perfected. By the time that happens, the next Call of Duty game comes out. And then nobody cares about it anymore. It kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie, that we always have to deal with the same stuff every single year, especially with the bugs and the problems and the issues that we see every time a Call of Duty game comes out. They're not new, we know what they are, we always have to deal with them, but they continue to come into every single game that comes out. It's not like they're ever fixed or touched upon or changed. They always, do insane things to change up the flow. The one thing that I'll always love about Call of Duty is that it's Call of Duty. The one thing that I'll always love about Battlefield is that it's Battlefield. Overwatch, the thing I love about it is Overwatch. Rainbow Six, I love it because it's Rainbow Six. Squad, because it's Squad. Every game that you play, even if it's not other FPS games, even if it's 2K or FIFA, Madden, other sports titles, or other adventure games, or puzzle games, anything in the world, whatever game that you like, the reason you like that game is because whatever it does, whatever style of play it is, that rubs off on you, and you enjoy that. And that's why these games can stand out from one another, and they all have their own types of player bases and their own fans. They don't share all these things together. They're their own games. But Call of Duty always tries to twist around the formula, and it always comes back to the yearly releases. At this point in the Call of Duty cycle, it doesn't even feel like Call of Duty is trying to, continue on making a better game. There's always good things in the past games that we've seen. They've always done something cool or unique in these titles that all the fans have loved. But then in the upcoming Call of Duty games, the ones that come directly after, they scrap them. You never see those things ever again. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you take the best features that make Call of Duty and constantly toss them around and destroy them? Why don't you change the other minor things in the game that don't matter, that don't really change how Call of Duty feels down to its core? They always have to mess with things in these titles. For example, the score streaks, they worked perfectly fine. Even though kill streaks are still cool, they're nice, they're interesting, it does not encourage any movement. And we can argue about, modern campfare all day, whether it's campy or not campy. It doesn't matter. The point here is that nobody goes for any objectives. A lot of us are playing full matches, or just down to the total score limit. Just long 10-minute plus matches that we have to tolerate, where you barely don't even see anybody. And the reason you don't see anybody is because there's no incentive to go anywhere. The whole point of Modern Warfare, or the whole point about Call of Duty, is the score streaks / kill streaks. Everybody wants them. That's what makes the clips so cool. That's what makes the games so fun. When you start going on that tear and you get these overpowered things that dominate the lobbies, it makes you feel amazing. It gives you that Call of Duty rush. That's what makes it stand out from the majority of the crowd. But now that we switched back to kill streaks, the pacing has slowed down big time. Because now, capping flags, shooting down score streaks, kill streaks now, out of the sky, destroying enemy equipment, anything in the game that gives you points will not be added to the initial streak. And let me tell you, I personally really like the streaks in this game. The Chopper Gunner, AC-130, the Jug, the Support Helo, they put in work. Like some serious work. Even if you get shot down pretty quick, you can still manage to shoot down tons of people before they even get your helo out of the sky. They're good. So people are obviously going to want to play with them. But guess what? Nobody's going to be able to push any objectives to get these things. So it only encourages people to sit in one spot all game, and to hope for the best, and hope they can stack up the most kills to get these streaks. Hit detection. Hit detection is absolutely awful in this game. Why? Because by the time this game is done, by the time it's over, it's probably going to feel smooth. It's probably going to feel fun. But guess what? The game's over. The year is done, and it's time to move on to the next Call of Duty title. Why do you have to wait all that time to get smooth hit detection, to get smooth gameplay? It doesn't make any sense to me that these issues have already been resolved in the past, but for some reason they just can't be fixed up properly in the upcoming or current games. They always have to run into the same issue. And then they remove the prestiging system and change to a completely different ranking system. After all these years of Call of Duty history, something that has been in every single Call of Duty title, they just stripped and said, yep, we're just taking it out. Why? What was the point behind it? I don't get it. Why couldn't you just have a separate season rank along with being able to prestige? Or screwed, even if you wanted to do the seasons and have it exactly how it is right now, why can't I get anything rewarded for ranking up so much? Why are these badges that I'm earning through these challenges seem so pointless? They seem useless. I can't brag with any of them. I can't show anything off with any of them. Just feels like, you know, extra stuff for you to do to keep you busy. Busy work so you continue to play the game. Now, the good thing about all of this is that the devs did say they're going to work on giving players extra custom classes. I don't know how they're going to go about doing that. Maybe they'll just give it to us, I'm hoping, because, I mean, by now, everybody's already ranking up. It's pointless to add it into a ranking system, and I really hope they don't wait until the seasons come out to do it. You know, I want it now. I really do want these custom classes. I think it's just something that should have been in the game from the start that was stripped out for no reason whatsoever. But I hope that they bring it in soon. They did say that they were talking about it. That's good news for me. I got some hopes for this game in the future. I really think they're going to polish it off. I'm just kind of disappointed once again that it's just a really buggy mess. I'm not going to lie. Even Ground War. I can't even enjoy Ground War, which is such a huge part of this game. It worked perfectly fine in the beta. It was completely smooth. But once the game comes out, now it's like random frame drops and it runs poorly. It's not optimized good enough for my PC. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It worked in the beta. Why? So a month down the road, it's not going to work anymore? I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. No, it's a lot of things that are disappointing me. And I know that 5 months down the road, Ground War is going to work amazing. If they put in a Battle Royale, it'll work amazing. The hit detection and regular multiplayer is going to work amazing. Everything is going to work fine, but why couldn't it work like this now? Why do I have to struggle to enjoy this game during the early stage? Why can't it be an enjoyable experience through the early stage? I don't know, guys, but let me know how you all feel about this topic down in the comment section. I love reading all of what you guys say. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can go over there and see all my posts or behind the scenes clips. Whatever's going over on there, you can catch me on @JbowenDaMan. And also, if you want to catch me streaming, I'm over on Twitch @JbowenDaMan as well. And don't forget, if you enjoyed what you saw today, subscribe to this channel right here on YouTube. It means the absolute world to me, and we're on the road to 4K subs. Thank you guys so much for all your support with this channel. It really does mean the absolute world to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.